Scout, since his daddy defends niggers, he's a no-good nigger lover. Tell him to stick with his own kind.
You can just take that back, boys! You cannot talk about my daddy that way! Now, Scout, get off of him. That's not the way for a lady to act. Oh, Joe, it ain't fair! He has no right to talk about Atticus that way! You just get off of him and we'll see what Atticus thinks of that.
Yeah, that's right, Scout. Run back to your nigger-loving father. Next time I won't be so easy on you.
Atticus, I didn't mean to fight Cecil. I didn't, but he made me. He said you were defending niggers. Do you defend niggers, Atticus?
Of course I do. But don't say niggers. That's common.
But it's what everybody says at school.
Well, it's going to be everybody less one, you understand?
Do all lawyers defend Negroes, Atticus?
Well, yeah, they do, Scout.
Then why did Cecil say you were defending niggers? He made it sound like you were running a still.
Well, I'm simply defending a Negro. His name's Tom Robinson, and he lives in a little settlement beyond the town dump. He goes to Calpurnia's church, and Calpurnia knows their family. So, Calpurnia says that they're really clean living family, but the town people think I shouldn't be defending him.
If you shouldn't be defending him, then why are you doing it?
Well, there are a lot of reasons, Scout, but one of them is mainly that if I don't, then I won't be able to tell you or Jem anything ever again.
You mean if you weren't defending this man, then me and Jem wouldn't have to mind you no more?
That's about right.
Why?
Well, every lawyer gets his case that comes along and affects him personally. And this one's mine. Okay, Scout?
Are we gonna win it?
No, I don't think we are. But any ugly thing that you hear at school, you just ignore it and keep your head high and your fist down. And for once, please fight with your head.
Okay.
Alright? Again.
Hey, Scout, how's your nigger-loving daddy doing?
You can just take back everything you've said about my daddy, boy!
My folks say your daddy's a disgrace and that nigger should be hanging from a water tank right now.
That's the right thing to do, Scout. Atticus will be proud of you.
Scout say coward, Scout say coward. Jean Louise, your daddy's a disgrace.
Harper Lee's To Kill a Mockingbird presented the themes of tolerance, empathy, and race relations. Tolerance and empathy are portrayed through the characters in Harper Lee's novel. Atticus teaches Scout that the best way to deal with hatred and teasing is to fight with her head. By saying this, Atticus was trying to tell Scout that she should not fight with her fists. She should tolerate others and try and put herself in their shoes. He was trying to convey that Scout should accept everyone no matter what and do not judge them on how they behave.
The theme of tolerance and the statement that Scouts should accept everyone no matter who or what they are relates into the theme of racism. Atticus in this scene was trying to teach Scout to ignore Cecil's crude remarks about African Americans. In this scene, Atticus is trying to teach Scout the important lesson of respecting African Americans even though society treats them as inferior to whites.
This picture is representing the segregation shown in small southern towns such as Macomb County, where Scout grows up. The racist attitudes portray blacks in a negative light, and in To Kill a Mockingbird, Atticus seems to be one of the few whites who seems to feel that blacks and whites should be treated equally.
While playing the character of Atticus, I had to pretend that I was a single father in the 1930s who believed in equality for everyone. I had to act like a father who believed in certain morals that others did not necessarily agree with and who wanted to portray these feelings to his children. In the novel, Atticus is a very formal father, who tries to teach his kids the lessons of life in a way that they will remember. Atticus feels strongly that equality should be for everyone, no matter what society, level, or race they were. Atticus also felt that in order to understand other people that they had to put themselves in other person's situations. When in our scene, Atticus is telling Scout not to call people niggers, and she says why. All the other kids at school do. Atticus had to teach her that it was a moral issue and that calling people niggers was degrading to African Americans. Well, I'm simply defending a Negro. His name's Tom Robinson, and he lives in a little settlement beyond the town dump. He goes to Calpurnia's church, and Calpurnia knows their family. So, Calpurnia says that they're really clean living family, but the town people think I shouldn't be defending them.
Playing the part of Scout was a difficult part to play. I had to dress the part in a dress and shoes and act like an innocent girl who needs to learn how to act like a lady. Scout really grew up in this scene, and to portray that, I totally had to pretend I was a little girl. While acting out the scene, I had to act like I did not know any better than to fight with Cecil, and after I fought, I had to act upset when Scout came home to Atticus because she fought with Cecil. In the scene that we acted out, Scout had to learn 2 important lessons from Atticus. She had to learn to accept other people's opinions because she did not know their situation, and she had to learn to accept all types of people, even if society viewed them as inferior. Scout also had to learn the very important lesson to fight with her head, not with her fists. During this part of the scene, I had to act like I did not know what decision to make, and I needed to seem like making the decision to walk away was a tough decision. I needed to make my face look thoughtful, while Cecil stood looking at me apprehensively. When I finally lowered my fist, the video goes into color to show a light bulb turning on.
Cecil feels hostile behaviors towards Atticus for defending Tom Robinson. This is because of what his parents have told him and what he has heard around town. Cecil does not grow up with a father like Atticus, therefore he does not have the same morals Scout and Jem have.
Jem was a minor role in this scene, however he exhibits the same behaviors in this scene that he does in the whole novel. During the whole book, Jem is a very protective older brother and takes good care of Scout. He also tries to guide Scout in the right direction and praise her when she makes a good decision.
That's the right thing to do, Scout. Atticus will be proud of you.
The themes running through our scene express what each character is feeling and saying. The lighting, camera angles, and color scheme are all in place a certain way to make the audience understand the feelings of the characters the best they can. The scene from To Kill a Mockingbird presents many issues and themes that are prevalent through the whole book and through life as a whole.